It is 2 in the morning, and the screens are still on. You have taken 11 trades today, and you are looking for a 12. Not because the market is offering one, but because sitting still feels like doing nothing, and doing nothing feels like losing. Here is what no one glued to a screen wants to hear. The title of this episode is not a warning I invented. It is the actual title of one of the most famous studies in finance, and it means exactly what it says. Trading is hazardous to your wealth. The more you trade, the worse you tend to do. Not because you're unlucky, because activity itself has a price. Your brain runs on a simple, ancient equation. Effort equals reward. Work harder, get more. In almost every arena of life, that's roughly true. So you carry it to the screen. More analysis, more trades, more hours, more money. And it feels right. Every click feels like progress. Every position feels like you're in the game, doing your job, earning it. But the market is one of the few places where effort and reward come apart completely. Where the harder you push, the more you can bleed. The furious activity that feels like work is often just the sound of your account draining. Underneath it is a simple, physical itch. The itch to act. The market spends most of its time offering you nothing worth doing, and your nervous system cannot stand it. So the hand drifts to the mouse. There must be something here. A setup, a signal, a reason. Just one more trade. The market rewards sitting. Your brain hates sitting. That gap between what pays and what feels bearable is where most accounts quietly die. Call it the flinch again, but this time it isn't flinching from a loss. It's flinching from stillness. So, let's put the belief on the anvil and hit it. More trades equals more money. In the year 2000, two researchers, Barber and Odean, got the real brokerage records of over 66,000 households, 6 years of actual trades, from 1991 to 96. Not a survey, not opinions. Every real trade, every real dollar. And they gave the paper a title that was really a verdict. Trading is hazardous to your wealth. The belief cracks right here. Because when they sorted those households by how much they traded, a merciless pattern fell out.
Trading is hazardous to your wealth.
Here is the number that should be tattooed on every beginner's monitor. The households that traded the most earned about 11.4% a year. The market, over the same period, returned about 17.9%. Read that again. The busiest traders, the ones working hardest, clicking most, watching every tick, underperformed the market by roughly 6.5 percentage points a year. The average household turned over about 75% of its portfolio annually, and it cost them. They didn't lose because they picked bad stocks. They lost because they traded.
The most active traders earned 11.4%. The market returned 17.9%.
It kills the excuse. The damage was not bad stock picking. The stocks they bought and the stocks they sold performed about the same. The gap was almost entirely the cost of trading itself. The commissions, the spreads, the friction of getting in and out over and over and over. Every trade is a small toll. Pay it 75 times a year and the toll booth eats your edge. They weren't unlucky. They were paying again and again for the privilege of doing something. So why do people trade so much when the evidence is this brutal? The same two researchers answered that too, in a second study with a title of its own, Boys Will Be Boys. They found that men traded about 45% more than women and underperformed them for it. The more confident group traded more, and the more they traded, the more they gave back in costs. The engine of overtrading is overconfidence, the belief that you specifically can read this tape, catch this move, beat this game with effort. The tape does not care how confident you are. It only counts your costs.
Overconfidence makes you trade too much.
And there is a smaller, more human version of overtrading that every trader knows in their gut. Traders call it boredom trading. And I want to be honest with you, that's a practitioner's term, not the name of a study. But it sits directly on top of the solid overtrading data. It's the trade you take not because you have an edge, but because nothing is happening and you cannot stand it. The market goes quiet, the itch returns, and you manufacture action out of pure emptiness, a position taken to kill the boredom. Those are, reliably, some of the worst trades you will ever place, because their only real reason was that you needed something to do.
The worst trades are the ones you take because nothing is happening.
Now listen to how the old masters talk about this, because it is the exact opposite of the beginner's instinct. Jesse Livermore, the most famous speculator of his era, said the thing that took him a lifetime to learn. It was never my thinking that made the big money for me. It was always my sitting. Not the analysis, not the cleverness, not the activity. The sitting, the capacity to find a position and then, agonizingly, do nothing. The money, he learned, was made in the waiting, not in the trading.
It was never my thinking that made the big money for me. It was always my sitting.
The professionals, who last say a version of the same thing, don't force it. Wait for your pitch. The trader Linda Raschke, one of the most respected technical traders alive, admitted her own great weakness was entering too early, being impatient, and that the fix was a mantra: patience, patience, patience. You do not have to swing at every pitch. In fact, your whole edge might be the handful you let go by. Selectivity is not passivity. Waiting for your setup and refusing every trade that isn't it is the most active, disciplined thing you can do. The best trade of the day is very often the one you didn't take. So let me reframe the thing your itch calls doing nothing. Being flat, holding cash, taking no position is not the absence of a decision. It is a decision. Cash is a position. Flat is a choice. Sitting on your hands, on purpose, when there is nothing to do, is a trade in its own right, and often the best one available. The screen tells you that if you're not in, you're missing out. The screen is lying. Most of the time, being out is the edge. You are not paid to be busy. You are paid to be right, rarely, and to size it when you are. Do not expect the itch to go away. It won't. Tomorrow, the market will go quiet again, and the restless double at your shoulder will start whispering the same word it always does. Something. Do something. Click something. You're falling behind. Everyone else is trading. The professional never stops feeling that itch. He just stops scratching it. He lets it burn and does not move. Watch how the greatest traders actually behave, and the myth of the hyperactive genius dies. The best of them talk constantly about defense, about not losing, about protecting capital, about not forcing trades when the conditions aren't there. Paul Tudor Jones, one of the most successful traders of his generation, built his reputation not on swinging at everything, but on relentless defense and patience, on the trades he declined to make. They are not passive, they are patient. There is an enormous difference, and it is the whole difference between surviving and blowing up. Offense wins you attention, defense keeps you in the game.
The best traders play defense. They don't force it.
So here is the inversion this whole episode has been building toward. The beginner asks, how do I trade more, better, faster? The professional asks the opposite. How do I trade less and mean it more? Fewer trades, heavier conviction, longer waits, the willingness to sit through the boredom until something worth doing actually appears. You are not trying to be the most active person in the market. You are trying to be the most selective, the one who does almost nothing brilliantly. Subtraction is the skill. Cross out the 11 trades that were just noise and keep the one that was real. So here is your charge, and it is the strangest one in trading. The next time the market goes quiet and the itch tells you to do something, anything, to feel like you're working, do less. Turn off the screen. Close the platform. Walk away from the tape that is quietly charging you a toll for every click. The busiest trader is almost never the richest one. The study that gave this episode its title proved it with 66,000 real accounts. Trade less. Sit more. Turning off the screen when there is nothing to do is the trade. That is who walks out with the money.